Hi there guys, and this is Danny, and welcome to this episode of All Monsters Go to Space. Today I wanted to discuss a little theory I had about the black cat and Coraline. Whilst I was researching for my video on the superstitions of black cats, I came across a being called a cat sidhe, a black cat fairy. This being comes from Celtic mythology and is said to look like a fairly large black cat with a white spot on its chest. Some say it is a witch transformed and they can do this 9 times. On the 9th transformation it becomes permanent. Others say it is a fairy or a spectral cat that haunts the Highlands in Scotland. So I think that the cat Coraline could actually be based off this legendary being. I've based this off both the book and the film, but not the graphic novel, as I haven't read that yet. So the cat in Coraline can seem to be able to appear, disappear and reappear at will, a famous fairy trait, and is also very cryptic in its mannerisms. He also has a very in-depth knowledge of the other world and its history. He can also seem to sense the entrances and when they close. In the book it is implied that he matches the beldam in age and is actually her enemy. With his knowledge of the otherworld, I think he would have gained this by either being in the otherworld for a very long time, or actually of the otherworld or of a fairy realm. His appearance isn't really specified in the book other than having black fur, the same with the film, he's just a black furred cat. But he can travel in between the worlds at his own leisure, a sign that he may actually be a fairy folk. The only being in folktales and mythology that really came close to the cat would actually be the cat sidhe, in my opinion, even with his ability to talk. There is a folktale in Britain called King of the Cats, and in it says that a man returns home and tells his wife and cat that on his journey he saw 9 black cats carrying a coffin with a crown on top of it. One of the cats told him to tell Tom Tildrum that Tim Toldrum is dead. His own cat then looks up and says, "What? Old Tim's dead? Then I'm the king of the cats." The cat then climbed up the chimney and disappeared. So my reasoning behind thinking that maybe the cat is a fairy being or a cat sidhe is again because he can talk, but seems to only be able to talk in the fairy realm, and it's said that when fairies come into the human realm, they're limited on what they're able to do. Also, just the mannerisms and the way that it can go in between the worlds at absolute ease, and the way that it seems to have such a knowledge of the beldam and the beldam knows it. I know there are lots of other theories that maybe it was Wyborn's ancestor who had a dealing with the beldam, or the father or grandfather of Wyborn's grandmother's twin. But personally, I quite like the idea that maybe the cat is actually just a fairy being and is the exact opposite of the beldam, where she's a twisted, warped fairy being. He's more of a guide for Coraline as she's going through this world. But let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you think it's a stretch? Or do you have your own opinions on the cat? Thank you for watching. Click that like button, hit subscribe and the notification bell, and join us in our next video. See you there. Bye!